Film School Slacker contains adult language and themes. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to another episode of Film School Slacker. I am your host, Megan. Along with me is my best friend, Ian.
Oh, hi.
And since I'm doing the intro, you know what that means. It's a flip the script episode,
yes,
which means I haven't seen the movie, but Ian has.
Yeah.
And what are we watching today?
Well, Megan, let me tell you. Today we are watching the 2014 Disney film Big Hero 6.
Okay. 12 years ago?
12 years ago.
Jesus. I don't like that.
I know. It's like, it doesn't feel like it's old, but it turns out it's actually old. Yeah. What do you know about this?
Superheroes and Baymax and sad and feelings, I guess.
I mean, those all are true, yes.
Yeah.
I guess, okay, so it is an hour and 40 minutes long. It is directed by Don Hall, Chris Williams, the screenplay by Jordan Roberts, Robert L. Baird, and Daniel Gerson, starring Scott Adsit, Ryan Potter, Daniel Henney, T.J. Miller, Jamie Chung, Damon Wayans Jr., Genesis Rodriguez, James Cromwell, Maya Rudolph, and Alan Tudyk.
Because you can't have an animated movie
Disney film. You got to have Alan Tudyk in there.
Got to have Alan Tudyk.
It's required.
Is he just doing?
I don't remember what his character is. Yeah, it's been a while, but the editing is Tim Mertens. Henry Jackman did the music. 102 minutes long, but
it's an hour and 40 minutes.
It's an hour and 40 minutes. So I was right.
You were right.
I was right. I'm proud of me. You guys, I'm so proud of me.
Math.
So I think for the most part, there's not a lot to kind of say beforehand about it, except this is one of the very first movies that Disney did with their Hyperion rendering engine.
Okay.
So their first couple of 3D films they did were basically borrowing Pixar's pipeline.
Right.
So they were using RenderMan, which RenderMan is like everywhere. Pixar is actually a tech company. Yeah. Weirdly, like they actually so RenderMan is the rendering pipeline for like most of the film industry.
Right.
So basically CG from everything from Pirates of the Caribbean through to Avatar, like whatever, like a lot of it's using RenderMan in the back end. And so Disney was doing that, and for some reason, and I don't really know if it was just like because they wanted to, like Disney Animation Studios was like, we can't just use Pixar's like rendering engine, and it's like, well, you don't render.
I don't wanna.
Because I
don't wanna.
Then we'd be just followers. Like I don't know. I don't know what if there was like if that was really the reason, or there was like a legit business reason. I have absolutely no idea, but. The Hyperion rendering engine was pretty next generation. I think it was, and I'm pretty sure it was this movie that was the first one to use it. What year? Oh shit! What year was the first Frozen movie?
I want to say 2012.
You could be right, because I think Frozen was 2013. So I believe Frozen was the last movie to use the old engine, but they had done a bunch of like additions to it, and I think that was when they were kind of like, okay, it's time, we need to like do something about this. No, I'd have to find
because when did they split from Pixar?
Well,
when Pixar, like, I don't remember how that whole thing played out.
Pixar started as their own thing first.
Yeah.
And Disney was Pixar's distributor from like Toy Story on. Yeah. But then they had this like really contentious relationship during the tail end of the Eisner era. And there was originally like an idea that Disney was going to acquire Pixar, and then that didn't happen because Michael Eisner is a goofball, and I think he pissed off Steve Jobs, who is the largest shareholder in Pixar. And regardless, more of the story is when Bob Iger took over the company in 2005, he mended the relationship with Pixar and John Lasseter and Steve Jobs, and he ended up than acquiring Pixar.
Gotcha.
So Pixar, to my knowledge, is a full subsidiary of the Walt Disney Company, and Disney Animation Studios. I think it was like 2009 when they stopped doing hand drawn.
Well, yeah, that was Princess and the Frog.
Which fun
is
fact,
delightful.
you're gonna send me down like a special interest soapbox. Sorry,
I knew the second this movie came up, I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a bit. I'll just sit here and
during the
listen.
Disney Renaissance, they had a custom software hardware package combination for their two-dimensional movies.
Right.
I don't remember what it's called. It had a name, but basically it was a custom built computer that used a super high bit rate, like image format.
Yeah.
And then they could like do all their their shading and stuff like in the computer instead of having to like do each cell independently. And those computers were all branded by Pixar. They were actually built by Pixar.
Nice.
Because back in the day, Pixar invented like video formats,
computers and video formats and shit.
Yeah,
nice.
which is why Steve Jobs was originally interested.
Yeah, fair enough.
So anyway, moral of the story is they had started to dismantle this super custom system.
Right.
And then they decided they were going to do Princess and the Frog. And so Princess and the Frog was actually done using like an off-the-shelf digital animation toolkit that you can just buy called Toon Boom Studio. Like it's just like its own thing. And so that was the last one that Disney made, but they didn't do it in their original system. But they actually have one or two of those workstations just like preserved somewhere, like in a functional state, in case they have to go like pull stills from The Little Mermaid or something with its original like stuff. Yeah. Moral of the story is Disney could still do, even though they dismantled all their stuff, they could still do it because they did it for Princess and the Frog. Yeah. So anyway, moral of the story.
They just don't want to pay the animators.
They just want to pay the animators. God. But 3D also takes a lot of time. Like you're still hand animating a bunch of that stuff. Yeah. It's very interesting. It's an interesting progression. But what I will say is my understanding is they were annoyed at being dependent on the Pixar infrastructure, like in technology stack by the end of Frozen. And then they pushed harder on getting the Hyperion engine up and running. Okay. So now you've got two different animation studios under the same umbrella company.
Own Pixar. Why don't you want to use it?
Genuinely, I don't know the answer to it. Yeah, it's weird.
You bought it for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I genuinely don't understand. And
what the fuck, Disney?
But the rendering engine, it's really cool because it was very good at doing volumetrics. So I think one of the big things that I would say that's fun to look at for this movie is look at how environments look in terms of like fog or part of particulate matter. Like just they that was like their big push for the Hyperion engine, was that it was able to do really good volumetrics.
Was that the one that they used for Moana?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep. So that was, and so they've got their own internal toolkit, and so all the weird things they've pushed around, like the water being a character, and like that's a Hyperion thing.
Gotcha.
My understanding anyway. It's been a while since I've done a deep dive on that, but that's my understanding as I remember it.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it's a good film. I'm excited to have you see it because it's technically part of the MCU theoretically. Yeah. It's a Marvel movie by the Walt Disney Company, so like fair, I guess. So yeah.
How does it not have its own spin-off show on Disney Plus?
Doesn't it? I don't know. Actually, it's a good question. I don't know. I kind of might have had something,
or at least some shorts or something.
I think it had like a paper cutout style animation something.
Oh.
At some point in time, because the movie itself is very the animation in my memory is very technically complex.
Yeah.
So I could imagine them not wanting to go back as like Baymax definitely does not look like it was easy to animate.
Yeah, just like we're not going to do this for a 23-minute
little show. Yeah. And at the time too, it was 2014. There was no Disney Plus.
That's true.
So they had nowhere to. Yeah. So I don't know. And maybe they'll do something else with it. I think it's a cool franchise, but also part of me really likes that it is sort of its own like one-off thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I am excited for you to see it.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch it. Like I said, I know there's some stuff and Baymax, and it was a big thing when it came out. I just never
got around to watching it.
it. So
that's my whole life.
Yeah. Wow. I know how you feel now.
Yeah, this is how I always feel. Just I never,
This is how I always feel.
Never got around to it.
Nice.
All right. Well, sweet. Let's, I guess we'll roll the tape.
Roll it. I needed that.
Yeah?
You know, been having a dark couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And yeah, there were emotional moments, but damn, this was just delightful and fun. And
it's
just...
I love this movie. It's been probably about 6 or 7 years since I've seen it, just due to life and whatever. But yeah, it is in my top 10 favorite Marvel movies, which is weird because it's sort of in its own little pocket universe.
Yeah, it's its own little pocket universe. I am curious as to how, because I mean, we scrolled through Disney after finishing, and like they've done like the little Baymax series, and then there was like a little animated series. It looked like, but like, how does this not have
like a big?
How does this not? I guess
have like a feature sequel or something.
Yeah, or like some kind of. This feels like a Disney movie that kind of has its own little cult following, you know?
Absolutely.
It's like one of the cultier Disney movies, which sounds bad, but
yeah. But I would say well deserved probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that in the early 2020s, I also think that the movie sort of didn't in 2014 didn't have a place. You know what I mean? Like it was sort of, if it had been made, it was yeah, this is Marvel. Yeah. And they're like, I get, but then they didn't really make it.
Yeah. I'm curious as to, I mean, now that we have the multiverse aspect of the Marvel universe, because this was kind of before that became a thing, like with Loki and
I think that
whole thing.
My big problem.
I think that's why it hasn't really been addressed.
Yeah. And it was the other thing that's weird about it that we maybe forget a little bit is it was a mainline. It was a feature from Walt Disney Animation,
right?
Like so, it was also like a main like Walt Disney animated feature. So it has to live in a world where it's one of those, which are kind of their own things,
like Atlantis, and like that weird experimental phase.
Meet the Robinsons, like
the Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet. There's like all these. I haven't seen Treasure Planet.
Oh, we got to do it.
Yeah, I'll put it on the list.
We literally got to do it. I have a tattoo of it.
Okay, yeah,
it's our best friend tattoo.
It's our best friend tattoo. You're right. You're right. To be clear, our best friend tattoo does not mean that I have exactly the same thing. It's,
same motif, different
exactly
design.
But yeah, I think that it's a movie that because it lives as part of the Walt Disney Animation pantheon, it has certain things that it has to uphold.
Yeah.
But then the fact that it crosses over into what has become probably their biggest cash cow is probably a weird spot for them because Walt Disney Animation has its own production, through line and their own leadership. And then there's also Marvel Studios, its own thing. Yeah. So I that's probably why it hasn't been utilized more.
Yeah.
And why it also hasn't, and on top of that, they've built it animation first, which I think serves the story really well. Yeah. Baymax makes more sense as like and interestingly, like Baymax is very realistically animated.
Yeah.
So they have these very like realistic backgrounds and realistic design. Then they've got these like very much Disney animated characters.
Yeah.
It's just very interesting, and I can see why it really works as its own encapsulated thing in the Marvel world, but it's not easy to port it into a multiversal unless they show up in like a Spider-Verse thing. That could work pretty well.
I was thinking like Spider-Verse or Doomsday even. Because
how would they render that?
I don't fucking know.
Because they've created these characters. The big Hero 6 characters didn't get created until the late 90s.
Right.
As comic book characters. Baymax is a very different character in those. I believe that he's more of like I don't think that he starts off as like a healthcare companion. He's like Hero's Project. I think it's the brother thing. The brother thing is maybe in the storyline, but he's not a carryover. They did that, I think, to make it a better narrative.
Yeah, probably.
Which worked, in my opinion. But I think I think that it would be tough to figure out exactly how you get these characters embedded into like a multiversal Avengers environment because they're animated.
Yeah.
Like would they? I mean, maybe they would just recast them as
or animate the people going into that universe.
Sure.
That was my initial thought. Like they get turned into,
they just look
cartoon versions of themselves.
Yeah, does that go beyond like that break some sort of like rule? Like is that going to push the limits of what we'll believe in?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's very interesting.
I'm not I think I've said this on my other podcast, Best Threesome Ever. Check us out wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah.
But I'm not really excited for Doomsday because
I'm not either.
I
like at this point with Marvel, I like the weird stuff.
We do the weird stuff. I do like the weird stuff, but I'm not excited for Doomsday because I think they've packed it with too many things.
Yeah, it's
I don't see how it's going to work narratively.
Doctor Who syndrome. You can only make it the biggest thing ever once.
You get one thing.
Yeah, you can't do all the stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm just not interested in going into the movie theater and seeing it. Like maybe I'll watch it. I mean, I'm assuming it's also going to be 6 hours long, so I have no interest
I'm gonna have to see it.
And
I'm not in theaters.
I'm not caught up on the things leading up to Doomsday. And so
you have until Christmas. Yeah, that should theoretically maybe be enough time.
But remember, I've lived 32 years and there's hundreds and hundreds of movies in this podcast still in the pipeline.
Well, there's the new before Doomsday, we get the new Spider-Man live action with Tom Holland and his wife.
Yeah. Are they married now?
I have no idea. There's been a lot of speculation. I don't care. If they are, good for them. I'm happy they're happy, but if they're not, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Let people live, people. Yeah. Anyway, should we get into my notes?
I would love I'm so excited for your notes.
First note, I forgot it was Japanese San Francisco. Right. I'm like, of course there's battle bots. They're so little and cute. Like the little so cute battle bots. I was expecting, like big fighter bots, but no, like cute little
guys. Yeah.
And then I said, Hero's robot looks like it's drunk and wants to give me a hug.
Yeah.
Because it has that kind of little wobbly walk with its arms out.
Yeah.
And then every day he's hustling.
Truly.
And then we go, we meet Tadashi and he's like, what would poses the question, like, what could you do if you applied that big brain of yours? I'm like, fuck off.
You.
First of all, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
I've heard that sentence said to me before.
This movie is like, hey, former gifted kid, fuck you specifically.
Literally. I wrote, there's so much nerd riz happening when we're meeting. God.
They're all nerd
We're meeting all of the secondary characters, and then I'm like, they just collected all of the types of neurodivergence here, and just said, here's money, hyperfixate.
Literally.
There you go.
So
have
good.
fun. I love that. I want that.
Agreed.
And then I said, I have a feeling I'm going to relate to Baymax in uncomfortable ways. And I did.
Yeah, same. I am not fast.
The chip is going to be a big deal. Because they did the little shot of him inserting. I'm like, it's going to be a big deal.
Yep. Nothing is an accident in an animated film.
Do I have a crush on Tadashi? The answer may surprise you.
It won't surprise me. My assumption is yes.
and then he's like, how do I get into this nerd school? And he, gets all prepared to sharpens his pencil, assembles his papers, and then, is about to put the pencil to the paper and stops. And I'm like, oh, hi, writer's block and gifted kid syndrome.
Literally, gifted kid burnout.
I know this. I know this feeling. God damn you.
Truly.
I love that Go-Go just says woman up.
Yep.
That's her thing, I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Go-Go's great.
Everyone needs a honey lemon in their life.
Truly.
She is the biggest hype girl.
Such a specific brand of neurodivergence,
I know.
too. Like, because at first, like, the first time I watched it when I was, it was 12 years ago, so I was a little bean.
I think she gives big sister neurodivergence.
Yeah, she also gives the well-adjusted autistic energy. Like, because, like, I can tell, like she's a little performative, and not like because the actor was being performative.
Right.
Like, it felt like that was a character choice.
Yeah.
To be a little bit like over the top, just because she's doing she's using her brain to try to read the environment, but she's having to like work.
Yeah.
I just thought that was an like, I did not notice that the first time I watched this film, but like coming back to it, I'm like, oh, I see. That's a specific brand of neurodivergence. Yeah.
She's masking real hard. Like real hard.
Right. But everyone like she's great.
Lovely.
Like, she's lovely.
She's adorable. Exactly. Yes, I have a crush on Tadashi.
Classic. Oh, was that later on in the notes?
That was later on in my notes. I asked the question, and then like 4 notes later, I'm like, yes,
confirmed.
Yes, I do. Because it was like I think he was about to get up and do his presentation at the thing, and and he was just being a really nice, really good big brother, and just like, oh my god, you're so cute. Howard Stark Jr. over here,
literally.
Because eventually, the nanobot, Stark makes the iron suit out of nanobots.
That's
right?
true. He does. Yeah.
And then we're introduced to Alan Tudyk's character. I'm like, this guy is evil. The professor said so.
The professor said so.
And then I'm just going to read these next several notes in a row.
Perfect.
So I'm like, because, he does his presentation. He does super well. And then they go out to the bridge and they're talking, I really couldn't have done this without you. And I really believe in you. And I'm like, this sibling relationship is going to wreck me. All caps. Tadashi, no, you are not a firefighter. Oh, I knew this would happen. I need a minute. I'm not okay. Because Tadashi runs into the burning building to save the professor. And
it's so...
The response times on these emergency departments
not great.
They need to look into that.
Yeah, it's
San Francisco, get your shit together. This poor kid, he needs so many hugs and maybe some antidepressants and therapy. He's already lost his parents, know. I mean, he was young, but it still, stings, and and then he loses his brother, and Baymax doesn't like the ow word. That's his trigger word.
Yes. He's like,
diagnosis, puberty.
Diagnosis, puberty. Classic.
And then Baymax just fucks right off to go to follow the little microbot,
just following, just like walking through traffic,
just 0 fucks given.
Yep.
To the creepy old warehouse.
Nothing ever goes wrong.
Nothing ever goes wrong in the creepy old warehouse. Gotta love a red string board.
Yeah,
because as we find out later, the professor was, like doing all the conspiracy shit.
Yep. Gotta have the cork board and string. It's a classic.
I am not fast. Me neither, Baymax.
Same. I love that. That's a great line though from earlier. I'm going to relate to Baymax in uncomfortable ways.
Baymax in
I am not
uncomfortable
fast.
ways.
It's just like, oh my god.
Excuse me while I release some air.
It's so good.
This Foley artist understood the job.
Truly.
Like, I know
sound design is so good.
I noticed it throughout the movie, yes, but mostly when Hero digs his hands into the buckets of microbots, and it's just that clicking sound.
It's so visceral.
It's very I'm like, damn, you understood the assignment.
I forgot how good the sound design was.
It's really good.
It's like the score is really good, but it doesn't get in the way.
Right.
The sound effects, like the sound of the bots, the sound of
Baymax
technology.
like rubbing on stuff, like that rubbery.
It's so good.
It's
like
really
you get a textural sense of the space. It's so good.
Creepy red and white mask, villain shit. Low battery Baymax is just drunk me.
Relating in uncomfortable ways.
Harry baby. Just trying to get him into the car.
Just shh. And the best part is like he's like mostly deflated, so but he like kind of lunges around.
Yeah.
That's so good. Oh man.
Yeah, this lighting is fucking cool. Of course, evil guy isn't still in the creepy warehouse, and then we get like that fog cloud
right over the water.
God. And then the villain just pops up out of it. Like that, like this villain design.
Yeah,
was insane.
So good.
Like you got the creepy kabuki mask,
right,
with the trench coat, with the black trench coat, and he has the microbots, I guess, surrounding his legs.
Right.
So he just kind of floats wherever
he goes.
Evilly, ghostly, wherever he goes. Oh, God, that's so fucking cool. So then his friends show up. There's the car chase where Wasabi is very concerned about road safety. Yeah.
And I feel like maybe I am a mixture of Wasabi and Baymax.
You absolutely would be. Like, you have to use your blinker. I know we're being chased.
Society has rules, people.
Society has rules, people. Freaking Damon Wayans Jr.
Oh my God, he's so funny.
He's like, I knew he was funny. He was on, New Girl and
right.
I very much enjoy his work. He's very funny.
He is.
And they're like, this bad guy is legitimately scary, and that is so cool.
Right?
Like, why? Why am I like this?
I didn't look and see what the rating was.
I believe PG.
That could be. But it was like a mainline Walt Disney animation movie.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hold, please.
But like, why do I like things that are weird and creepy? You know what?
I don't know.
I don't have time.
It is PG.
I don't have the time to deconstruct that right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, of course, the hippie stoner dude is loaded.
Oh yes,
and he's right. He has a theory, and he's right.
Yeah.
like I think I don't necessarily relate to Fred, but I like Fred.
I like Fred.
I
mean, he's the ultimate hype man.
Yeah.
Like he's also kind of insane and weirdly self-absorbed, but not in like a malevolent way.
Yeah.
Like it malevolent. Malevolent way.
Malevolent.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah. Oh, yeah. So yeah, I'm loaded. We can just hang here and I want to be a lizard for some reason.
Right.
Superhero team up, and that's when we get the Fall Out Boy song, Immortals.
Right.
I remember hearing that song.
I believe it was written for this movie.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
Heathcliff, the butler, is just the OG. He's
truly
just the downest bitch.
Yeah, he's I feel like he's not being paid enough whatever they're paying him.
Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, Fred finally got his lizard suit.
Yeah.
And Baymax 2.0 is totally not Iron Man. And then we get the what I like to call the How to Train Your Baymax sequence.
Yes. That is literally what it is.
It's literally what it is.
That's a really good point that I hadn't thought about.
It was literally just like the first flying scene in How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
Which was incredible.
Yeah,
like,
that's an amazing movie.
God, it's so good. I haven't seen it in forever,
Me
though.
Too.
The super sensor that he gives him to just like read everyone in San Francisco's health information.
Kind of OP.
And it's also a little invasive.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's a little creepy.
Yeah.
It's a little like and I know you haven't seen it. It's like the machine at the end of The Dark Knight.
Oh.
Yeah. The listeners will know what I'm talking about.
Hi, listeners.
All 6 of you.
Yeah. We love you.
Fred's just like, they're flying out to the island where the bad guy is, and Fred's just fucking having the time of his fucking life.
Oh my God,
like,
he's so excited.
He's just hanging off Baymax, doing superhero shit.
Then Wasabi is like, he's like, this would be really cool if I wasn't afraid of heights.
Yeah.
Like, but I am though.
Yeah.
So I am terrified. I'm like, again, Ian's relating to Wasabi.
Yeah. We get the video sequence of the testing that went wrong there, and it was, I'm like, Abigail, I'm worried for you. And then, she disappears, which I'm like, supermassive black hole starts playing.
God damn it.
All caps, evil professor. is the professor is, I'm like, and at this point I was like, why does the professor, what's his motivation here? And
I loved that because you're usually really good at finding the bit, like the twist or the whatever. And this movie did a good job, because at no point did you go like about the thinking it was going to be the professor.
I was a little about the professor when he's not first introduced, but when he's interacting with Alan Tudyk's character.
Right.
Like, before we find out that that's a contentious relationship, I'm like, they're possibly working together on something.
Right.
But turns out it's the opposite.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Bodes
well for the story rating.
Yeah. It's I didn't really see that coming.
Yeah.
Honey Lemon coming in clutch, putting the little chippy back.
Oh yeah.
The good guy chip.
Yeah. Really impactful scene.
Yeah.
That whole sequence, like where he pulls out all of his like medical his like base personality gets removed because he's trying to get him to kill the professor. Like, that was really dark. Like, shockingly dark.
It's really dark. And then we get, in the final fight scene, it's almost like they're mirrored. It's like, the professor is mourning his daughter,
right,
and wants vengeance,
right,
and Hiro wanted vengeance,
right,
for Tadashi on this guy, and
right.
And then we get the Tadashi video sequence, and
and like crying, you're crying,
and Hiro's just like, he's not here, he's dead, he's not here, he's having that moment of like almost crisis of conscience, like, and then Baymax shows him the video, and it's cute, and only solidified my crush on Tadashi, but whatever.
Valid. That's funny.
Yeah, and then we go to, we get the video, the rest of the video we see when we find out. I'm like, oh, Abigail's the professor's daughter. Okay, that makes sense. That's
that all tracks.
Yep, that tracks. I get it now. Vengeance, etc., etc. And then at the final fight scene, he's got the 3 pieces of the portal positioned with the microbots. I'm like, you dramatic bitch. Daddy's a dramatic bitch. And final fight scene happens, and it's kind of, oh god, it actually is like almost a perfect mirror of the fight scene before, because they were all unorganized and kind of did their own thing and didn't really work as a team, and then now they're working together as a team, and Hiro has that insight on vengeance isn't going to bring my loved one back, it's not going to make me feel better, it's right. And then they kind of trick him into flushing his supply of microbots into the portal.
Just clever.
Baymax detects that Abigail's still there. She's still alive. So they go into the portal, and I'm like, this other world looks like it smells like candy, cotton candy, and bubble gum.
It is that the look, because that style is used again in interdimensional stuff in Marvel. Was it Ant-Man, or was it Doctor Strange, or was it something else I'm not thinking of? Do they use that in both?
Yeah. I haven't seen the Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I don't think I have either.
But I do believe it was that kind of like fractally looking stuff.
Nice.
Oh wait, I have seen Ant-Man and the Wasp. It was the other Ant-Man.
The first
Quantumania.
one? Oh, Quantumania. I have not seen Quantumania.
I haven't seen Quantumania.
Maybe I've seen Ant-Man and the Wasp. God, I don't know. I'm so behind.
I know. There's so fucking
Marvel
many
shit.
of them.
Like, I
don't give a shit. And then events transpire, and I'm like, God damn it, it's a bing bong situation all over
Bing
again.
Bong 2.0.
I'm not crying, you're
Yeehaw,
crying.
baby.
Fucking A. Still haven't forgiven you for bing bong, and you're pulling this shit again.
Yeah, that's what I do.
But yeah, and then, the plot resolves. He's taken into custody. Abigail wakes up.
Yeah.
Hero starts at college at the age of 14 and rebuilds Baymax.
Yeah.
Because he finds the little good guy card.
Yeah.
That Tadashi wrote.
The original card. It's like, I believe that's his entire main memory core too.
Yeah.
So he was like, it was his entire personality essentially.
It's like, I'm not crying, you're crying.
I know, because you were just like, my favorite part about this was like me having to not say anything because I knew that very last one where he finds the chip was still coming. I'm like, oh god.
Oh god.
There is something about watching this movie and then being like Baymax popping up and being like, oh fuck, I have to go through all of this. It's such a good movie.
I get emotionally
but
attached to you again.
Yeah.
I did not cry during
Good.
Did not actually cry during watching.
So proud.
But
damn close.
I have a feeling on subsequent watchings, and if I'm in a worse headspace, this would get to me real bad.
Yeah. This one is like it gets me on the edge sometimes. It doesn't ever quite push over like Coco does.
Or like Encanto.
Encanto actually did wreck me the first time I saw it.
It fucking
wrecked me. And then in Coco, the first time I watched it was before I had lost any grandparents, and so like it was like sad, like it was definitely like a lot, but but the second time I watched it, I had lost grandparents. And I was like, no,
ugly crying,
like just absolutely not going to be able to see visitors for the next 72 hours, kind of energy. But
I actually watched Encanto once after a therapy session.
Why?
Because I'm like, I want to watch something fun. Oh, Encanto. And then I just, for some reason, just blanked entirely on the ending, and I was just a mess. Like,
oh fuck.
But yeah, if I'm in a worse headspace, that sibling stuff can really, really wreck me.
Yeah.
Like that's the stuff that gets me.
Yeah.
Is like sibling relationships.
Yeah.
And like
I
don't know.
I think this movie, like from a story perspective, I really find it does a good job of being like a fun, lighthearted action movie that also simultaneously has like a deep exploration of like figuring out loss and processing loss.
It's a lot. There's a lot about grief and processing that grief and
especially being young and processing that grief.
Like 13.
Yeah.
Or 14
or whatever he is. Yeah.
I guess I was 14 when I lost my grandpa.
Yeah.
But that wasn't like my parents. It wasn't my big brother.
Right.
It was, know.
Yeah.
But still, it sucks.
Yeah.
And as a teenager, diagnosis puberty doesn't fucking help.
Right.
It's
and watching
awful.
And I find Baymax to be an interesting kind of being in the story from like a personality perspective, because clearly this is a being, an intelligence that actually does learn.
Yeah.
And so I find
some sort of AI type thing.
Some way to train on whatever's happening and
how to train your Baymax.
But the thing that's so interesting is learning and developing emotional stuff, and he like didn't have to start working on it until he picked it up.
Yeah.
But that combined with the fact that he also like carries like a very visceral, real memory of the brother.
Yeah.
Is just it's so interesting. And then I don't know. There's a lot more, kind of metaphor I could probably process.
Well, and I think Baymax, the two cards that he has speak to each brother's personality because Tadashi builds Baymax and intends him to be healthcare
Yeah.
Healthcare, protection, kind of that older brother
protector.
Yeah, protector energy.
Yeah.
And then Hero gets his hands on him and is like, no, you're going to do all the cool shit.
Right.
Like, you're going to do karate and have a really cool suit, and kind of turns him into a battle bot.
Right.
Which is that kind of chaotic younger brother.
Right.
Like teenage boy destructo man energy,
Right.
Not that all teenage boys are, destructo-matic,
but it's they don't think about the whole picture.
Right. And we get the sense that, Tadashi's college age, so I'm thinking he's like 20,
probably 20ish. Yeah.
22, 23 max.
Yeah.
And still lives at home with his brother, and they live with their aunt, and he's he probably had to grow up really fast when their parents died.
Yep. And he put that into the bot. And I think what's so interesting, and then to your point, Hero also puts a piece of himself into the bot from a personality perspective, and intention and whatever. And then I think he learned something. Like, Hero learned something when his brother's component was removed.
Yeah.
Like, there's definitely it becomes a proxy for himself.
Yeah.
Like, Baymax becomes a proxy for himself.
Yeah, and he and that's that catalyst for him to, kind of wake up.
Yeah.
To the
understand.
This is not good.
Right.
The vengeance, isn't gonna help me feel any better. I just need to feel my feelings and
right.
Process.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, I think this is, and it does a really good job of being lighthearted and fun at the same time. Like, the fight sequences were really cool.
Yeah.
Like, the freaking microbots, man.
Microbots are actually one of the most OP things in the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe, and no one talks about them.
And I'm not mad at it.
Right. I just think this movie flies under the radar a little too often.
Yeah.
And I'm always surprised by that. Maybe because it's a Marvel tie-in, but it's it lives in a world where it's not quite a normal Walt Disney animation film. It's also not quite a normal Marvel film. Yeah.
It's not.
But I think that it
enough
benefits
of one or the other.
Yeah, but it benefits from both.
Yeah.
It makes it. I just think that people sometimes forget about it.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of a crime, because it is actually really good. And, as we talked about before, that this was their first real test of that rendering engine.
Yeah.
And it really is one of the most vibey, scene, the sets are
impeccable,
amazing. I don't know how to explain it. They just really work.
That wallpaper.
Literally, the wallpaper in the apartment is super good. And
it's like foil wallpaper, and it's so textural.
Oh, it's
and
so good.
All of the we kind of made fun of it during the screening, but all of the fog and smoke effects were very well done.
Yeah, it was definitely to your point, we were talking about it during the screening, where it's oh, here they go. They're trying to test out that new rendering engine again. But
now they're in the water.
Right. The water looked amazing.
The water looked great. The fog
was particle effects. All the bots rendering. That's pretty amazing.
They were so cool.
It was great. You were also talking about the end. You're God, these bots could really fuck somebody up.
Oh yeah.
in a really scary way.
And I guess I don't want to spoil the new Superman, but there's a moment that something like that happens, and they literally tell the bots to go inside of Superman's lungs and fuck shit up, and it's kind of gross, but scary. But
super scary.
Microbots, nanobots kind of freak me out.
Totally.
The idea of nanobots, it's just they could just it. I mean, it's the same thing with germs. It's there are these little things that live inside me, and they can just
can do
fuck
stuff.
Fuck me up.
Yeah, hate it.
I hate it. I don't like it.
I hate it. Okay, are you ready to rate this thing?
Yeah.
All right. Production and design.
5.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that.
No no further discussion needed.
Just, we were sort of gushing earlier about it. Like it's visually, it's
so good.
It's well edited. It's dynamic in editing. It's dynamic in its sounds. It's dynamic in the visuals. It's really cool that way. Story.
I gotta give it a 5.
You gotta give it a 5. Okay.
I really do. It's not often.
Yeah,
I don't
usually
point out or figure out the twist or the plot or the climax or where the thing is going, and I knew there was something up with the professor.
Yeah.
But
you didn't know the exact scenario ahead of you. Yeah.
Yeah. I knew the professor and the Alan Tudyk had a thing.
Right.
I didn't know what that thing was, but I definitely thought it was Alan Tudyk's character under the mask.
Under the mask. Yeah.
Until he was unmasked.
Which again, usually
I'm right.
We're pretty cynical here at Film School Slacker, and we usually figure out what's going to happen before it does. Typically,
it's because we both have ADHD, and,
we do,
and we're really very good at pattern recognition.
Yeah.
Anyway,
okay, so 5 on the story. Performances.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to go with a 5.
Okay. I can't think of anything that felt like it didn't do well.
I mean, it was TJ Miller. Yeah. But I don't expect anything else from him.
Right. But that ties into, from a production standpoint, the casting director did a good job.
Yeah. Exactly.
So there you go. Okay. Cultural impact.
I think this one is going to be kind of low, unfortunately, because like we've mentioned, like there have been some little spin-offs, but it wasn't enough Marvel-y, quote unquote, it wasn't, Disney-y enough to really, it was a weird hybrid of the two, and I don't think that the market
was there when it came out.
Really for it.
Yeah. When it came out, it was
definitely more geared toward like kids, and I think if they had geared it a little bit older, like to teenagers, it would have been more successful. But
that's a good point too, is like it targeted the audience for the distribution channel, which was Walt Disney Animation. So like they were going after that group. Yeah,
and like so 6 to 12, when they should have gone like 12
only
to 18.
The very first, I believe, the very first Avengers movie was out at the time that this movie came out. I think. No. Was there Age of Ultron out?
I think so. I believe that was also 2014.
Maybe it was. Either way.
Or 2013. God, okay. I don't even know. What fucking year is it anymore? I don't know. It's 2026. I'm ancient.
We're tired.
What was I looking up?
Age of Ultron.
Oh, Age of Ultron came out in 2015.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
but I believe. Okay, now I got to look up, because I think we had Captain America.
Yeah, maybe one of the Captain Americas. I think the first Avenger. Was that Civil War?
2016. Winter Soldier was 2014.
Was 2014. But that wasn't that was the second one, right? Yeah.
Yes.
That with Bucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, moral of the story is like there wasn't this massive like hype around the Avengers thing yet. Like there was momentum, don't get me wrong, because we had all the early Iron Man stuff and everything.
I think we were still in the beginning of phase 2 Marvel, because I think the end of phase 1 was the first Avengers.
Okay.
And then the end of phase 2 was Civil War.
Right.
And then
but I guess
Endgame was the end of phase 3.
So I guess
all the movies in between there were
Yeah. I just think that
But this was when Marvel was still picking up steam.
Yeah. And I feel like kids weren't as aware yet.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that was the other problem, is like as time went on, like these big
Marvel
movies were coming up.
was geared towards teens and adults.
And the kids weren't as aware. It wasn't much of a cultural juggernaut yet.
Right.
Whereas like in 2020, if this movie had come out, the kids would have been fucking all over it, because it was like, oh my god, they've done like a high quality Walt Disney animation of Marvel,
and it's superheroes. Oh my god, that's fucking awesome.
Right. And it plays like a Walt Disney animation movie.
It really does,
in the sense that it has that same kind of arc, it has that same kind of feel to it, but it's Marvel, which is cool. Right. I don't know. I think it's cool.
Yeah. And when did the Marvel purchase happen? I want to say 2010.
You could be right. I don't know about that.
Officially acquired Marvel Entertainment on December 31st, 2009.
Okay.
So I was close.
Yeah.
Literally one day off.
Yeah. No, I think, it's a movie that I think is well liked by the people who know it.
Yeah.
But I just don't think that a lot of people pay attention to it.
And
it's underlooked.
Like I said before, it kind of falls into that Walt Disney Studios kind of cult following movies, you know, Atlantis, Treasure Planet, all that.
Meet the Robinsons.
Meet the Robinsons.
Is a weird one that way.
Is a weird one.
That's a weird one.
That's a really fucking weird one, and I love it.
And think about where this one took place between. 2010 was Tangled.
Yeah.
I think Frozen came out like a year before.
Yeah, I think
it was 2013.
2013.
Yeah, so it was just it came out in a weird time.
It was a weird.
It came out.
Yeah.
It was just a movie that I feel like kind of lived out of space and time, and I feel like it deserves. It's evergreen. Like, it's good any time from a Marvel perspective. It's its own self-contained universe. And I like it. Yeah. But back to the question with cultural impact.
I would go 3.5 or a 4.
Okay.
Let's go 3.5 and maybe adjust from there if it falls into 4.2, because God knows we have way too many of those.
Okay, so that gives us a 4.6.
Oh, okay.
But let me see where that lives in.
I'd say that's.
We have quite a few in 4.6. Quite a few.
God damn it.
We've got.
I tried.
I know. Alongside Big Hero 6, we've got The Muppets Movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, Silence of the Lambs, X2, Adam's Family Values, and The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, I'd say that's fine.
Fine, yeah.
Let's leave it there.
Right above it is 4.8, which is Home Alone, Ex Machina, X-Men, and Coco.
Yeah. That's a good spot for it to be.
Okay.
Right under Coco, because it didn't make me cry.
I love it's like, if you make me cry, you win.
Did it make me cry? We should add that as a metric.
I did a family video for somebody, for like an extended family member, and I sent it to them, and another family member was like, well, you made them cry. I'm like, does that mean I win? It's
did I win?
Is it bad that I feel good about that?
Do I win?
That was great. I also looked on Rotten Tomatoes. What do you think it's Rotten Tomatoes?
I'd say at the lowest, low 90s.
It's 90%. Yep.
Damn, nice.
Yeah.
God, I'm on fire today.
Really rocking it.
I'm really rocking this guesstimating thing today.
Oh man.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna watch it again at some point, because it's
gotta recover from the emotional damage first, and then
it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't. It could have been worse.
It could have been way worse.
Yeah,
it could have been fucking Coco or
Encanto.
Fucking Encanto. God, that was you son of a bitch.
Amazing.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's going on my recommended list, because I mean, I know I'm late to the party, but damn, that was really good.
It's a good one. I feel like I'm really glad to have seen it again. It's one like How to Train Your Dragon is the same way, where like I feel like I had a phase where I was just sort of just like would watch it all the time, the first one especially, and then I don't know, I went to college and then stopped. But,
I saw How I Met Your Dragon.
Amazing.
How to Train Your Dragon. I saw it in theaters. With my dad and my sister.
Yeah. That's a beautiful movie.
I was really blown away by it. I mean, at the time it came out, it was, it was crazy. Fucking insane.
Well, it had a really beautiful score. It was a really great
cast,
good film.
Really fantastic animation.
Is that America Ferrera in that? Yeah. She's the blonde one. Yeah, and she did great in that. Yeah,
she is. Holy shit!
And one of the old Vikings is Craig Ferguson. Like, it's good.
Like the crazy Viking.
The crazy Viking. I can't remember his name now, but it's so good.
It's something like Stewed or some dumb shit
something,
like that.
Yeah, it's something.
And then Gerard Butler
is the dad. Isn't like stoic. And then the mom ends up being like, it's not like,
I can't remember.
It's not like Kate Blanchett, is it? It's somebody like that though.
Yeah.
How to Train.
Because she was in the second one.
Yeah. God, oh, please.
I remember watching the second one more than the first.
Yeah.
Just because of my sisters.
Sure. It's Kate Blanchett.
Is it?
Yep.
Holy shit. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
For her.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That's a good one. Oh, yeah, and Rough Nut and Tough Nut, the twins, are Kristen Wiig and TJ Miller. TJ Miller shows up again.
Hey, there he is.
There he is. He's in the
Apparently, he does a lot of voice work.
He's all over. He really is all over the place.
Yeah.
Turns out, and he's two different characters in the Marvel universe, so there you go.
Hey, yeah, he is. Because he's in Deadpool.
Yeah.
And Deadpool 2.
I haven't seen...
Not Deadpool and Wolverine.
He got canceled, I think.
Yeah, he did.
Like, mildly canceled.
Yeah, well...
Like one does.
Who among us?
What white man among us?
That's so fair.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, this has been another episode of Film School Slacker. I am Megan.
I'm Ian.
And we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Film School Slacker. Our graphic design is by Mitch Ransdell. Music by Ariel Shalom and Ziv Moran. Voiceover audio provided by Mike D and Janet Paoni. Learn more at filmschoolslacker.com.